Fresh 15 on the clock. We are ready to go. Starting us off, Uncle Zach Konechka. On his wings, Henry Fleur, Riley Chenoweth, Cam Cobb, and Drew Nicholas back on D. All right, and some combination of the Junior Canes and Roanoke taking the face off. Now Cobb gets it. He'll leave it behind for Cheno. Back at the blue line. Cheno back to cover D while Cobb pinched up ice. Looking out front, Konechka looking for the early goal. Going a little pushing and shoving out of the way. Zach trying to jam it in on the side. The goaltender had it well covered. And a good opportunity early. My God, that goalie's enormous. I mean, he's literally like almost waist high to the net. Wow. It's a big dude. All right, Fleur, Konechka, Cheno back to Cobb. Cobb trying to send it through the middle. Back to Cobb. Nope, snuck through his feet. Roanoke gets it back. Nicholas going back to defend. Roanoke takes it back on side. And a beautiful job there by Nicholas. They're going to call him for that one, I think, but... Something happened. I'm not sure what. Konechka a little slow getting up. Hopefully he's okay. Nope, they didn't call Drew for that. Not sure what happened, but Roanoke ends up in the box.
What did she say? She said choking. Okay. He was holding her back.
Okay. Roanoke mom didn't like that call, but anywho. I call that choking. Anywho, all right, we are on the power play, and it is Cobb, Crane, Fleur, Hazard, and Gracie out to take the power play. And back up to Fleur, now over to Cobb on the inside boards. Gracie trying to make his way around. Cobb skips it loose. And not held in, so Canes will reset. Everybody tags back up. Hazard trying to move up the inside boards. Looks like Devin got a haircut over Christmas break. All right, Cobb, Bracy, Hazard all trying to fish it out and just stayed on the line. Nice job by Bracy to hold it in. Roanoke thought that was out. Refs disagreed. Bracy looking for a leave behind. A nice job by Carson to grab it back. Keep it on side, and just out of Fleur's reach down low. Fleur over on the side looking for the centering pass off the side. Roanoke able to skip it out, and back into the neutral zone it goes. Cobb battling his way against a Roanoke player, gets it back, sends it over to Crane. Crane looking for the pass to the outside, trying to catch Hazard. That is out of his reach, and that goes for an icing. So 13-14 left on the first period clock, still scoreless, 46 seconds left on the power play. And that is going to bring out Clark, Dura, Konechka, Anderson, and Nicholas. All right, Drew in a battle for puck possession down low. Puck skips out loose, heads over to Anderson. Anderson trying to make a move out of his zone. He catches Konechka on the outside. And Konechka will send it in. Fedora for the centering pass. Puck loose. Clark tries the backhander. Skips it back to Anderson. Anderson moves it across to Nicholas. Nicholas goes for the shot. That's deflected in traffic. Picked back up by Anderson. Sends it back over to Nicholas. Nicholas does a beautiful job regaining his feet, battling for possession. And Anderson steps up to claim it on the blue line. Anderson looking for a shot. Deflected out to the sideboards. And that's going to skip out of the zone. Anderson gets it back. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. Now over to Clark. Clark sends it in the zone and back behind the net. Roanoke will take over. Adora putting on pressure, and the Canes trying to get back to it, looking for the centering pass, but that skips out of the reach of Konechka. Roanoke picks up. Back up ice we go. Roanoke with possession, back to even strength. And Nicholas again puts the body in the way. Well played so far. And trying to chip up Konechka. That is going to be a penalty coming up on the Canes. I think they're going to flag Zach for something. I'm not entirely sure what. Back to the point. Roanoke looking for a shot. That deflects wide. Roanoke still holding on to it on the delayed penalty. And Roanoke once again moving the puck around, and that's going to skip wide. Roanoke will chase it down. Still on a delayed penalty. 11:41 left in the first period. As Roanoke has the extra attacker out, Bracey is trying to get possession back, and does. So that will end the delayed penalty. We're going to move to straight penalty. We'll go on the penalty kill now. Let's see, one too many out. Nope, not too many out there. Konechka's going to come in. What are they going to flag him for? Unclear. Not sure what they called. Just a drive-by. Referee, not sure what the call was. But we got a Zach in the box. Time of that penalty starting at 11:30. And out for the penalty kill, we have Levine, Crane, Bracey, and Carmack. 11:30 to go. First period still scoreless. All right, refs having a convo. Not sure about what. Gonna wave somebody out of the face-off circle. Okay, I don't know if it was an illegal substitution or something else going on, but the centerman was asked to leave the ice for the time being. And Kane's trying to get possession, clear it out. Here goes Crane. Crane moving it up ice to Bracey. Bracey, of course, the king of shorthanded goals this season with Junior Canes. Can he do it again? He'll certainly try. All right, Roanoke takes over on the outside. I'll dump it in back behind the net behind the magical Finn O'Connell. All right, over to the boards. That skips past the defender, and Roanoke will be forced to reset. 1:32 left on the power play. A swing and a miss on that pass. And they'll take it all the way back up ice, looking to reset. On the outside, Roanoke moves back up. Carmack defending with Crane. Levine, Bracey out as well. And Crane trying to get possession, battling down low, back behind the puck. Net, puck, whatever. Back to the D. Back out to the outside. Stepping in, shot deflected. And up high. And it is in. So a power play goal for Roanoke at 10:33 in the first. All right, and now coming out to the ice, Nick Roy, Levi Setzer, and Anthony Dula. Back on D, Hazard and Anderson. So 1-0 advantage Roanoke at 10:30 in the first. The Canes will look to get on the board. All right, Dora centering. Roanoke takes possession. Move it back up ice. Anderson regains it. Moves it across to Hazard. Looking up ice, skips it past Dora. And Dora meets a couple, it's sandwiched essentially by a couple Roanoke players. And I'll move it around looking for Setzer, Anderson, and Dora. All looking for it down in the corner, but Roanoke will come away with it. Hazard steps in the lane trying to get possession and out to the point. For Roanoke, a skip pass, hands it back to Hazard. Looks over to Roy, and Roy loses his footing, but good job by the Canes to stay with it. A backhander. Thought that went in. Nearly went in. That was a good opportunity. Beautiful look there. But apparently just missed on the outside. And Anderson resets into the neutral zone. He'll send it over to Hazard. Tipped up ahead. And back to Setzer. Setzer looking for the cross ice pass. That skips into the zone off the stick of Hazard. Now going to go chase it down. Roanoke takes over. Setzer looking for it. And offsides. That's going to bring out a line change. Here comes Gibbons, Fisher, and Konechka. Cobb and Nicholas back on D. I don't know who's yappering there, but the Roanoke center telling somebody to pipe down. I don't know if it was Cullen doing some trash talking there or his Roanoke teammate. Cobb sends it back to Nicholas. Looking for Gibbons on the bounce. Gibbons moving through traffic. He gets pickpocketed by Roanoke. Back up ice we go, and Nicholas reclaims it. Nicholas looking over for Cobb. The bounce gets it past Fisher. Roanoke takes over once again, and let's try that again. Back to Nicholas, deep in the zone. This time off of Gibbons' stick. Gibbons trying for possession. He's got to come back to it as the bouncing puck ends up back with Roanoke. Gibbons. Oh, sorry, nope, that's Fisher. Fisher doing a beautiful job sticking with him. And kick back into the neutral zone all the way back to Nicholas. Nicholas finds Konechka, and he'll tip it deep in the zone. Back down low, Gibbons slides in along with Fisher. Down in the corner, Fisher and Gibbons. Fisher gets pushed off the puck. Konechka gets it back, sends it over. Nice pass to Nicholas. Nicholas with a shot. Blocked by Roanoke. And back behind the net. It's a double sandwich as the Roanoke player hauling down both Fisher and Gibbons. And back to Cobb, sent in on the zone. Roanoke takes possession. And back up ice we go. Through the crease. Roanoke trying to navigate a sea of red and black jerseys, palmed down by Nicholas. Send it over to Gibbons, and Gibbons crosses over the center line, dumps it in, and we're going to go for a change. Here comes Cheno. And not Bracey. Goes off Cheno's boot. Cheno is still battling through traffic. Back to Cobb. And Riley's going to chase it down, but that's going to go for an icing. All right, so it's going to be Cheno, Bracey, Fleur, Crane, and Carmack. Carson Crane with a new stick out there, trying on some new twiggery this weekend. See if we can catch him post-game, see how it goes. Back to Bracey. Bracey looking cross ice for Crane. And that's going to skip into the neutral zone. And send it over to Carmack. Carmack looking up the boards for Bracey, who'll dump it in. Now Fleur trying to get back to it. Roanoke able to get it out of the zone. Coming across, moving through traffic, and that shot up high, sails wide. Held in at the point. And where are we? Trying to fish our way through. Back down low. Roanoke holds on to it in the corner. Now back to Fleur. He digs it out, moves it out into the neutral zone. That goes past a couple players. Roanoke has it. Cheno putting on a little bit of forecheck pressure. And skipped up past Bracey, back to Roanoke in the neutral zone. And back around the horn we go. Here is Carmack. And over to Bracey, skipped out into the neutral zone. Roanoke gets it back, but Bracey looking for it still. He'll send it forward. Over to Fleur on the outside. Fleur looking for Bracey. Bracey trying to catch him on the outside. Skipped off the side of the net. Roanoke gets it back, and they'll send it wide. And that is going to be an icing. So all the way back down ice we go. 6:25 remaining in the first. Junior Canes down 1. That's going to bring a full line change. Here comes Levine, Clark, Dora, Hazard, and Anderson. Takes possession. Oh, nice steal there by Dora. Dora moving in low. We got numbers. Over to Clark, and that shot tipped up high and out of play. Hits the nets. So that'll stop the action at 6:13. All right, once again resetting. Hazard and Anderson back on deep. Clark, Dora, and Levine up front. Around the horn we go for Roanoke. Levine putting on pressure. Roanoke able to escape back into the neutral zone. It sails. Hazard holds on to it, but Roanoke able to move it forward. And kicked out wide. Canes get possession back. They've got a 2-on-1. Clark and Dora heading up ice. And nice defense there by Roanoke as they're able to disrupt that 2-on-1 pass. Roanoke gets it back, moving into the neutral zone. Anderson gets a stick on it. And kick back into the neutral zone. Off a Setzer stick. Back to Hazard. He'll kick it forward. And back into the neutral zone once again. This time Setzer will pick it up and dribbles back to Anderson. Setzer looking for it again. This time back to Anderson. We go. Anderson heads back behind the Canes net. Saying hello to Finn. Hazard sends it over to the inside. Roanoke gets possession back, looking through the middle once again. And this time picked up by Nick Roy. So it is Roy Konechka. Setzer out at the moment, and that is offsides for Roanoke. So 5 minutes flat remaining, and it's going to be Cobb and Nicholas back out on D. All right, Setzer, Konechka, Roy, Nicholas, and Cobb out. Down in the corner. Oh, Cobb got a nice shot from the point. Just missed on the outside, bounced off the side of the net. Now Cobb comes over on the point again. And this time dribbles out into the neutral zone. Cobb still battling for it, and he'll send it back this time to Nicholas. Nicholas looks up on the outside for Roy. That's off the front of his stick. And just missed on the outside of the zone. Konechka gets it back. He'll send it over to Setzer, who dumps it in. Around the backside of the horn, Konechka comes over trying to get it back. He'll skip it up past the Roanoke player. Setzer gets just a tip on it, and over to Roanoke once again. And Roanoke with a little swing and a miss, but everybody with a swing and a miss. Knocked down, puck still bouncing around, trying to get it home. Roy knocks it to the side. And Setzer and Cobb both sliding on in, trying to get it back. Ends up on Nicholas's stick. Trying to get it on one player. And nice recovery there. Got pickpocketed a bit there, but Roanoke moving in. Cobb was able to lift the stick, get possession back. Roanoke reclaimed it pretty quickly though. Now Roanoke down in the corner. And Konechka steps in, and that's sent up and out of play. So 3:38 to go first period. Canes down 1. And we'll have a restart deep in Canes territory. All right, we're going to go check on baby Theo Cam. There he is. Walking with his grandfather Mike down there. He's adorable. All right, a big shot. That one dribbles past. Down into the corner. Carmack had possession, trying to skip it forward. Fisher doing the same. Now back to Carmack. Carmack looking up ice, and Gibbons able to reclaim it. Moves up ice with Bracey and Fisher. Still trying to move through traffic. Puck knocked off his stick. Fisher once again sends it in deep, but Roanoke gets it back pretty quickly. Roanoke moving through the neutral zone. Bracey steps out in front to reclaim it. Bracey looking for a pass, but nobody home. Nice pass, just nobody attached to the other side of it. And that goes for icing. So 3:05 as we head back up for another restart in the defensive zone. Nothing. Advantage, Roanoke. All right, that face-off goes to the Canes. Carmack has it pushed off his stick, trying to keep it out. That's sent back up ice, and that is going to go for another icing. So we'll make our way back down here once again. 2:54 to go this time. Crane, Carmack on D, Bracey, Fisher, and Gibbons up front. And that face-off claimed by the junior Canes. Crane gets it. Crane's pass. It's deflected. Back to Roanoke it goes. Moving in on net. And a hold into the goal of by Finn O'Connell. 2:43 to go. Carmack lays it down, sends it over to Crane, but when Crane was looking the other direction, didn't realize that pass was coming for him. Gibbons sends it back out into the neutral zone. And now skipping its way back towards the net. Carmack grabs it, sends it back behind Crane. And Crane trying to fish it out, but Roanoke got there first, deflected by Carmack. Back to Crane it goes, now over to Fisher. Fisher skips it into the neutral zone. Gibbons trying to get there first, puck bounces on him. Stays onside. Gibbons battling for it. Skips back into the neutral zone over to Carmack. And back to Bracey. So Bracey moving his way through the neutral zone off of his stick over to Crane. Bounce pass past everyone. And a high fly ball to center field. Roanoke gets it, but does not get a clean shot off, tipped away by Carmack. Back to Roanoke it goes. Fisher puts the body in the way, and puck bouncing every which way. Finally ends up back with Carmack. Nope, back to Roanoke. And another big save by Finn O'Connell, 1:37 to go. And here comes Cheno, Dora, Fleur, Hazard, and Anderson. Puck down, and Roanoke claims it, sends it in deep over to Hazard. Hazard sends it up high, that one goes for a sail, and that is going to go for an icing. The Cupcake Factory here today, so much icing. 1:26 to go first period. Cheno, Dora, Fleur. Okay, that 5 times fast. Anderson and Hazard back on D. Outside, Cheno skips it forward, Roanoke able to hold it onside. Now back to Hazard, around the horn we go, over to Fleur. Fleur trying to move it out, Dora reclaims it. Dora and Cheno moving up ice together. To the outside, Cheno's there, but on his weak side, trying to get the centering pass. Moving in on the net, Cheno back behind the net, trying to send it forward. Over to Roanoke, nobody in the corner. Roanoke moves it up into the neutral zone, back to Hazard. Hazard sends it back forward, a bounce pass over to Cheno in the middle of a line change. Trying to move it back through, comes back to fishtail it. And that was a little discombobulated on that change. Nobody saw what was heading anywhere. Roanoke with possession back behind the net. Dora giving chase. Moving back up ice. They're pushing and shoving over on the side there with Cheno. Roanoke takes possession down low. Cheno tries to get a stick on it. That slides through the crease. Now over to Fleur. Fleur finds Dora. And Dora battling. He's all by himself. I don't know where the rest of the team is. Anderson takes a look at him. Now over to Cheno. Cheno tries to move it into the zone. He moves across the red line, so that stays onside. They're going to go for a change. Here comes Konechka, Levine, and Clark. A high fly ball. We'll see where that lands as time expires. It lands on the blue line. So we end the first period 1-0. Advantage Roanoke. Oops. Got to look at the ceiling there as I open my water. We did have a couple-week break for the holiday, and before that had a couple more scrimmage-like games, I would say, try to keep the legs moving. But it's been about a month since we've played a divisional opponent. Of course, we'll head to DC next week, so this is a warm-up for the back half of the season. Playing in the DC Congressional Cup. Oh, and Cobb just missed on the outside. Cobb looking for a second one, and he gets pushed into the boards. Roanoke takes possession once again and slides in the outside. Roanoke will come back to get it. And over to Clark. Clark moves it to the outside, holds on to it. And he'll send it around the horn. No red jerseys there. Konechka waiting up high. And that bounces past everybody, and that will not go for an icing, I don't believe. Nicholas back to get it, hands it off to Konechka, over to Clark. And Clark makes the move to the inside, crosses center ice, sends it over to Cobb. And back to the Roanoke netminder it goes. Back to Roanoke, back behind the net. And at the point, Cobb able to hold it in, back to Clark, looking for the centering pass. That's disrupted by the Roanoke player to the inside boards. Konechka trying to get possession back, but Roanoke steps in to claim it. Heading across center ice, Roanoke heading onside. They'll dump the puck ahead, now down to Nicholas. He gets hauled down. Nicholas and Cobb back behind the net. Puck skips loose over to Levine. Levine tries to send it forward to Nicholas, but Roanoke player able to get it back. Moving down in front of the net, and centering pass skips out wide. Roanoke gets it. Nicholas with some good D. Goes low. Konechka sends the puck out wide. Clark sends it around the horn, but takes an odd skip off a ref. Now Levine trying to dislodge it, but stays onside for Roanoke. And Nicholas moves it up to Levine. Levine trying to move it out of the zone and skips it loose. Here goes Levine. Ow with quite possession, but kept it moving in the right direction. Comes back to get it. Now over to Roanoke. Now Setzer claims that he'll move around the outside. Out there with Bracy. Roanoke gets it back. Setzer still battling for it. Bracy in to back him up. Setzer digging, comes out with it, and a centering pass. Skips back to Crane, now to Carmack. That's deflected by Roanoke. And Roanoke moving up ice. Thankfully stayed down there because Roanoke had a good breakaway coming. 2-on-1. Roanoke has numbers. That tipped off the Crane stick up high, hits the glass. Now back to Carmack, sends it over to Roy. Roy trying to move it to Bracy, but that pass a little shallow, does not make it to him. Roanoke takes over.
I'm supposed to report the Pittsburgh game.
7-7. Dang it. All right. Thank you. All right. I would prefer good news next time. If we can make the Steelers score, that would be better. Oh, let's get a baby Theo update. Here he goes. We're waiting for the face-off. Let's watch this cuteness. All right, here he goes running. Okay, back to the action. Over to Carmack. Carmack sends it in low. Setzer moves it across the line. Now Bracy trying to settle it down. Just sitting on the blue line and under Setzer's feet, able to hold on to it. He'll send it around the boards. Bracy steps in to claim it, looking for the centering pass, but only Roanoke players are there, and back into the neutral zone we go, over to Crane. Crane looks across for Carmack. And Carmack sends it in, that's wide of the net. More of a dump-in pass. I don't think that was an intended shot, but you know, we'll take it if it goes in inadvertently or advertently, whatever the case may be. Roanoke moves it across the center. That pass out of his reach and dumped to the outside corner. 11:31 to go second period. Still a 1-0 lead. And bouncing around the boards. That hits the glass, bounces back into play. And another big shot and another big save by O'Connell. 11:15 to go second period. Still 1-0 Roanoke. All right, it is now Hazard and Anderson back on D. Gibbons, Fisher, and Dora up front. Puck kicking along the sides. Now back over to Gibbons. That one sent back into the neutral zone. Roanoke trying to move it back up ice.
Keep him locked, Daddy!
Fisher slides over. Hazard able to dislodge it, but Roanoke gets it back. Centering pass skips wide, and Fisher sends that one sailing. That's not going to go for an icing. Roanoke back to get it. Roanoke making a move. Fisher gets the cutoff, and back to Roanoke, back on side. Shot, save made, deflected out wide. And picked back up by Gibbons. Gibbons moves it over to Roanoke. Dora looking for the steal, but Roanoke player able to keep it in the zone. Back into the neutral zone it goes, and Anderson picks it back up, sends it over to Hazard. Hazard with the bounce pass off the boards. Gibbons gets it, has to come back to it. He'll kick it down low. Roanoke, Fisher, and Dora all looking for it, but Roanoke able to claim it. Sent back in deep, and that's going to go for icing. I feel like we're not quite awake today. Not that I can blame them. 10:08 to go. Cheno, Konechka, Fleur, Hazard, and Anderson back out. Roanoke moving around the backside. Roanoke with possession along the boards. Konechka gets just a tip on it. He's able to come back to it. He'll kick it over to the D. Anderson has it. Anderson looking up ice for Fleur. Fleur hands it off to Cheno. Dumps it in deep. Back down low. Anderson trying to hold it at the point. Konechka back to it. Konechka sends it in. Roanoke there. And they'll kick it up wide. That will go for an icing. 9:39 to go second period. Still a 1-0 lead. Cheno, Fleur, Konechka, Cobb, and Nicholas out now.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Right up at the paddock on my wrist going nuts. All the slipping was okay, so what? Someone needs a block.
All right, puck down, back over to Roanoke, and they'll kick that one sailing. That is going to go for an icing. Looked like it might slow down there for a minute, but it did not. Kept up its pace, made it all the way down to icing land. So 9:30, we'll get another face-off. All right, Roanoke takes the face-off. Cobb tips it forward. Trying to hold it in, sends it up past Fleur. Roanoke with possession down low, trying to move it out. Fleur gets just enough on it. Well played. Flipped it over to Konechka. And that pass gets picked up by Roanoke. Nicholas will chase it down. Over to Cheno on the boards. Cheno trying to move it up, ends up with Konechka. Sends that one sailing, and Fleur looking for it, but it's gloved down by Roanoke. 8:59 to go, and that's going to bring out a line change. Here comes Cobb and Nicholas will stay out. It's going to be Bracy, Clark, and Levine. Now to Roanoke down low as they take the face off. Cobb holds it in at the point. Well played. Now back to Bracy in the corner. He's down low, I swear. And that skips back into the neutral zone. Nicholas claims it. Nicholas looking back up ice for Bracy. And, oh, that pass taken over by Roanoke, moving through traffic. And beautifully defended there by O'Connell. I think Roanoke claiming that might have been in. I do not believe so. Taylor's will stop and turn that off the mooring. All right, Bracy, Levine, Clark up front. Nicholas and Cobb back on D. Roanoke takes the face off, moving through. Shot, save, made O'Connell. 8:27 to go, second period. Roanoke doing a good job getting shots on net. I have no idea what the shot count is, but I have a feeling it's a little higher than ours at this point. Back into the neutral zone. Levine skips it forward, trying to catch Clark. Clark has it. Clark with a shot, save made, puck loose. And trying to find a home down there. Nicholas gets it, sends one on net. That's deflected out wide. Cobb steps in. Cobb gets another shot, looking down low. That puck bounces out. Roanoke with possession. Nicholas back. And nice job by Cobb to get back to it. Nicholas hauled down.
Get there! Let's go!
And a penalty coming up. Drew a little bit covered in snow there. He got hauled down, and that is going to send Roanoke to the box. So a power play for the junior Canes is coming up. Time of that penalty, 7:55, second period. And that brings out Fleur, Bracy, Crane, Cobb, and Hazard. Over to Bracy. Oh, he lost possession, able to get a tip back down into the corner. Oh, puck waiting there for a home. Bracy comes back to give it one. He'll send it back to the D, over to Cobb. Bounces off his stick, but nice recovery by Cobb. He'll send it over to Bracy down low. Bracy being climbed upon by a child in red and white and yellow and blue. Puck skips back out, now back to Crane. Crane looking across ice to Cobb. Cobb makes a move to the inside, across the center ice. He'll send it over to Fleur to take it onside. 1:28 remaining on the power play. And Fleur trying to kick it out to the D. That splits the defenders back into the neutral zone, over to Cobb. And Cobb is hauled down. He's back up. Bracy over to Fleur. Back to Bracy. Bracy gets a shot. Deflected. Second effort. Sent wide. Now back to Cobb. Cobb down to Fleur. Oh, looking for Hazard through the middle, but couldn't get a clean shot at it. Hazard does a nice job lifting the stick, getting back on the forecheck. And Roanoke sends it wide.
Go, go, go!
49 seconds left on the power play. Roanoke holds on to it and back into the neutral zone it goes. Fleur putting on pressure, trying to get back to it, doing a nice job chasing it down. That one stayed in play, bouncing back past Crane. Crane able to settle it down, trying to move it up to Dora. Nope, he gets pickpocketed. And Fleur gets possession. He's got Hazard out front. He'll send it over to Dora. Dora makes a move. That shot sails wide. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Over to Dora. Sliding through the middle. They'll kick it up ice to Nicholas. Nicholas looking across to Fleur. Fleur lines one up. That's deflected off of a Roanoke player. Back to Crane at the point. Just skips over his stick. He's got to reset. Actually, all the Kings have to reset. Through Hazard's stick, Nicholas comes over to get it. And power play has ended. We are back to even strength. Roanoke sends it in deep. Back behind the net we go. Over to Fleur. Fleur makes a move to the inside. We'll look over to Dora. Hands it off to Hazard. Back to Dora. He's getting sandwiched in along the boards there. And now back over to Nicholas. And that one deflected up high. Bounces down into the corner. Setzer is going to go try to claim it back. Back behind Dora. Just looks down in time to get a handle back on it. Over to Konechka. And Dora's going to go for a change. Puck bounces off the side of the net. Roanoke with possession. Konechka trying to get it back. Now Roy steps in. Able to claim it. Moves it over looking for Setzer, but Setzer upended. Got sniped out there. Back over to Anderson. And offsides. 4:52 to go. Second period. 1-0 lead still for Roanoke. Konechka, Roy, Setzer, Carmack, and another defenseman. It's going to be Devin Hazard. All right, that puck sent in deep. Back behind the net we go. Now down to Carmack. Carmack moving it up ice. That skips off behind Konechka, actually. Roanoke gets it back. They'll dump it back into the corner. Let's try this again. Once again, Carmack gets it. This time he'll try to move it out of the corner, but still stuck down in there. Gets it over to Hazard, back behind the net. Puck held up, and back to Carmack. Carmack trying to move it out to Roy. Held up, back to Carmack. Roy gets it back once again. Nope, not actually. Held in. Nope, this time we get it out. Moving out into the zone. Here goes Roy heading up through traffic. And he's pushed off the puck. It's a penalty coming up on Roanoke as Roy draws the foul. I believe that's going to be interference. Roanoke takes over. So the power play will start at 4:06. Out for the power play. Here comes Fisher, Gibbons, Hazard, Carmack, Gracie. 4:06, time of that penalty, second period. Puck down, Roanoke takes it, skips back to Hazard. Hazard from the blue line rips one in. Deflects just a bit wide. Gibbons looks for the centering pass, but Roanoke able to get it back. They'll move it to the outside, dump it in, and that's going to slide back up ice. Hazard trying to corral it back, but Roanoke is there and gloved up by O'Connell. And O'Connell took a stick on the hand there. Hopefully he's fine because we only have one of him.
Get up, Monte!
Got lots of spares elsewhere on the ice. Not the guy in the net. He looks all right. All right, Bracy, Fisher, Gibbons, Carmack, and Hazard. Shot bouncing around, back down low. And once again, we are on the power play. Oh, everybody overskates it. Roanoke gets it back, moving back up ice. Tipped ahead by Carmack. Gracie gets it. Gracie moving up ice. He'll kick to the outside, trailed by Gibbons. He's got Fisher moving out in front of the net, but Roanoke takes over. And not able to keep that in at the blue line. Carmack steps in trying to get possession and position at the same time, getting both. And back over to Fisher in the corner. Oh, nope, a low steal, but nice job there by Hazard to get back to it, tip it ahead. Hazard looking across ice for Gibbons. And puck bouncing around. Roanoke gets it back. A 2-on-1 developing. Roanoke on the outside and gloved up by O'Connell. 3 minutes remaining in the second period. 54 seconds left on the power play, and we have played defense for most of it. All right, Cheno, Dora, Fleur, Nicholas, and Anderson out now. All right, skipped ahead. That shot sails wide. Roanoke looking for the rebound there. That kicked up high. Anderson sends it forward. Fleur trying to move his way through traffic. With that one extra move, kept it in. Oh, nope, took a bounce. And Dora, oh, nope, everybody trying to pick it up. And nobody except the Roanoke able to do it there. Roanoke gets possession back. And here goes Roanoke once again, moving back up ice. That shot followed up by O'Connell. And once again, we are on the power play, not them. I don't think they know we are. I'm fairly certain nobody has alerted our team to that fact. But, all right, we got an equipment moment here. Number 17 trying to reattach his helmet. Okay. Cheno, Dora, Fleur, Nicholas, Anderson. Now back to Nicholas down low. He'll send it around the horn, but nobody there. Comes Anderson back together. He'll try to skip it ahead. Ends up over with Cheno. Cheno looking cross ice. That gets deflected. Thankfully, Nicholas there to pick it up. And Nicholas will cross center ice. Shot into the belly. 1 second remaining on the power play. At least we end it in our zone. That's about the best news I can tell you. 2:08 remaining second period. Nicholas, Anderson back on D, Levine, Konechka, Clark out front. And Nicholas watching for the stretch pass. Somebody's stick just went sailing. That was Al's. Got to get some stickum. 2 minutes. Second period. All right, Konechka, Levine, Clark, Nicholas, and Anderson. Konechka set to take the face off. Everybody's set, puck down, and Roanoke with possession. Roanoke moving out of the zone. They'll kick it forward. Players moving to the outside. Off of Nicholas's foot. Good play there. Looking for the centering pass. Defense. All went left. And Roanoke went right. So it is 2-0 advantage, Roanoke. All right, Bracy, Roy, Stetzer, Crane, and Carmack out. Well, thank you once again for the Steeler update. Let's go Steelers. And here in Hockey Land, back over to Roy. He'll send it back into the neutral zone. Roy's going to move it on. It gets moved off the puck. Bracy gets it back, sends it over to Carmack. Carmack moving through traffic. He has to get a shot off. That's deflected. And back into the neutral zone. Bracy's there. He'll send it forward, but again, Roanoke takes possession. The red and black close in on him, and Shane Carmack gets possession back. Carmack making a move around the outside, carries the puck through traffic. And off the front of his stick. And gotten through most of that traffic, one to beat. And that guy got him. Roanoke gets it, sends it in deep. And there's Alex Bracey reclaims it over on the boards. He's going to head up ice, surrounded by white jerseys. He gets pickpocketed at center ice. It's possession back, now back over to Carmack. And waiting at the blue line is Levi Setzer. Send it back, but in the middle of the line change, the back pass may not have been the most optimal choice. Here we get back to it though. Around the horn, back to Setzer. And Setzer around the back side of the net. He'll leave it behind the net. Crane comes back to get it. And that's it for 2. Wildly jealous. Luscious curls in that gentleman. All right, Gibbons trying to get the face off, ends up over with Fisher, kicked ahead. Roanoke gets it back. Cross center ice. Roanoke with possession, shot, save made, kicks out wide. Roanoke has it in the corner, held in at the point by Roanoke once again. Trying to skip it forward, Roanoke, that shot sails out to the side. Dora battling for it in the corner, he gets sandwiched in. Nicholas in to help out, gets it over to Gibbons. Gibbons tries to slide it forward to Fisher. Out in front of him, Gibbons gets back to it and somehow ends up back with Fisher, then back with Gibbons. That was a turn of events very quickly. Lots of 8s and 82 passes there. Not sure they were all completely intentional. It worked out. Now back to Nicholas. Sends it into the inside corner. And Dora and Fisher collide. Held in at the blue line. Cobb sends it in. Now Gibbons down in the corner battling for it. Dora steps in to claim it for the moment. Totally lost sight of it. Now Roanoke has it back. They'll kick it back out. Held in at the blue line by Nicholas. Slides it forward to Gibbons. But Roanoke takes over. Oh, Roanoke escaping. Cobb trying to catch up to him. And a nice job. Good save there by O'Connell. He came out perfect positioning. That puck bounces up high, out of play. That'll stop the clock. 13:40 to go. Third period. And here comes Cheno, Konechka, Fleur, Hazard, and Anderson. $13:40 to go. Face off down. Goes to Hazard. No, back to Hazard after stop a couple different players. Hazard moves it out to Konechka. Konechka's got Fleur out front, stays on side. Good job there by Fleur. Shot just slides through the crease. Fleur battling for it on the inside. I think everybody lost sight of the puck there. Skips wide. Anderson gets back behind him. Now Hazard defending. Hazard steps in the lane. O'Connell slides it out wide. And Fleur with a backhander sends it over to Cheno. But that's going to be a call against one of the Canes. I'm not sure who's going into the box. Zach back to the box. All right, so Konechka flagged. Time of that penalty, 13:06. All right, I see Mike down there actually watching the game. There he is. I hear football, but I can't make out any words. All right, Cheno slides in. And Roanoke moving it around. Cheno takes a look at it. Back to the outside once again. Back to Anderson. He slides it around. Cheno getting hauled around. Another shot through traffic save made. 128 left on the penalty kill. $12:34 to go in the game. Bracey and Roy come out. Cheno and Fleur take a seat. Roanoke takes the face off out at the point. They'll try to slide one in, deflect it out wide. Roanoke able to get it back. Roy putting on the chase. Roanoke holds on to it. Deflected down low, and Anderson did a good job putting the body on him. Anderson's about to get another penalty on a cross check. And that is going to be 5-on-3. So Zach finds a friend in the penalty box. Anderson heads in, time of that penalty 12:11. So we'll be 5-on-3 for the next 105. Hopefully, you're right, actually. Gracie, Carmack, and Crane out to defend on 5-on-3. Roanoke wins the faceoff down in the corner. Well, there somewhere, I can't see it, but back to the point. Roanoke in possession, another shot in traffic. Nice job by O'Connell, deflects that up high, skips, hits the net, and that'll stop the clock at 11:53. 47 seconds left in 5-on-3 action. Gracie, Crane, Carmack. Roanoke moving it around the outside, trying to find the slot. Kick to the outside once again. The other side, trying to find the back door. Nice save by O'Connell, but the second one finds the back of the net. So it's a 3-0 lead for Roanoke. Zach will come out of the box, but Anderson stays in. And they still have a power play for the next 1:30. That's going to bring out Nicholas, Cobb, Gracie, Clark. All right, this game's going well. Gracie trying to slide it forward. Good effort there. Roanoke gets it back. Gracie's still pushing though. Roanoke with possession, moving it up on the outside. Cobb tries to step in. Now Nicholas will take a look at it back behind the net. Roanoke closed in on it though, not able to get the puck completely out of the zone. At the blue line, that's deflected up high by Clark. And Cobb will come over into the interior corner trying to lay it out for Gracie, but Roanoke finds it, able to get it back and into the glove on the shot attempt. 54 seconds remaining on the power play for Roanoke. All right, Gracie, Clark, Nicholas, Cobb. 11:06 to go, down 3. Held in at the point by Roanoke. And move it over to the outside. Opposite side D. Clark coming out to challenge. Roanoke maintains possession down low. Cobb out to defend. He'll tip it out to the corner, but Roanoke player is waiting to get it back. Through the middle, Roanoke tries again. That shot flipped up high. And Roanoke on the outside. Cobb tipped it forward. Oh, not able to clear the zone. Looked like it was going to go. It did not. Roanoke's holding on to it miraculously through traffic. Ends up back with O'Connell. Yeah, the music is certainly better than the last excursion we had, wherever that was. I don't even remember at this point. All right, Roanoke takes the face off once again. Moving around back up to the slot. Now back to the point, looking down low into the corner. Looking for the centering pass. Roanoke closing in. That one slid through the crease right along the goal line. Thankfully stayed out. Anderson out of the box. Roanoke still moving in on net. Try the backhander. That kept wide by a combination of our defense and O'Connell. And here goes Nicholas. Nicholas making a move. He's got one man to beat. You know what? Oh. Did not get through that amount of traffic. And Gracie, Clark, Cobb, and Levine out. And Nicholas making a move up once again. A nice shoulder check there by Levine. Put back up by Dora. Dora trying to sneak under. A little backhander there by Nicholas. Sends it in deep. Back behind the net. And around the horn we go. Setzer looking across for Nicholas as he goes for a change. Sends it over to Dora. Back down low. Here comes Setzer sliding on in. And that puck will skip up high and out of play. Anderson and Hazard back on D. Setzer, Levine, and Dora up front. 9:09 to go. This might not be a game that we're going to hang in the Museum of Awesome Games, but it is a game. And that skips up high and back behind the net over to Roy. Roy pushed off the puck. Roanoke gets it back. And Roanoke with a little skip pass up ahead. Hazard defending. Roanoke holds up. They'll kick it over to the opposite side. And Roanoke into the corner. And that one past Dora. And over to Roy. Can we get it out of the zone? Yes, we can. Pass over to Setzer. Moved up front. Roanoke gets it back as it flipped up off of Setzer's stick and skates. Konechka back into the conversation. Been swapped out for Dora. Hazard gets possession back. He'll carry it across the center line. Nope, lost the handle on it. Konechka wisely held up. Let everybody tag back up. Hazard trying for the 360 Rama. Moving through traffic. Hazard will take it across the center line out front. Hazard somehow still holding on to it. Oh, Roy looking for the chip. Almost kicked in. Puck still loose. And Roanoke is going to come away with it. A couple of close opportunities there for the Canes, but not able to knock it past. And Roanoke down low. Escaped everybody out there. And that was that. 7:45 to go, and it's 4-0. Hopefully the Steeler game is going better than this one. All right, Fisher, Gracie, Gibbons, Carmack, and Crane. All right, and we're going to redo that face-off. Unclear why. Thank you, Crystal. I'll take a tie. That is better than a 4-0 deficit. Halfway through the third period. All right, and Roanoke takes possession. We'll skip it to the outside. Carmack trying to get it back, but Roanoke got the angle, moving down low. O'Connell with the save. And Fisher kicking it around. Gracie trying to dig it out. Picked up by Gibbons. Gibbons moves to the outside. Gibbons trying to get through traffic. The team was not with him. So Roanoke closes in. Now back to Crane down low. Crane past Gibbons. Back to the neutral zone. Gracie sliding in. They'll get the pass off though. Puck waiting for a home. Picked up ahead by Crane. And Crane combobulates himself. And back behind the net we go. Let's get past the Roanoke player. Back to Crane. Crane sends it down into the corner. Fisher's there. And Roanoke takes over. Oh, what a diving move by Crane there, but they get by him. 2-on-1 developing. That shot way high. Skipped all the way back around the horn. And back to Roanoke in their own zone. And Roanoke looking for the stretch pass. Carmack will come over. 6:24 to go. Roanoke with a shot that slides up top. Crane down in the corner trying to dislodge the puck. Gets it over to Gracie. And that puck sails itself over to Carmack. Carmack tries the bounce pass up to Fisher, but that's offsides. The hockey score is not good, Michelle. It is 4-0. Advantage Roanoke. We're better off just talking about the Steelers score. Trust me on this one. All right, Cheno, Fleur, Dora, Nicholas, and Cobb out. Cheno trying to move across. Roanoke gets there first. Roanoke with possession. They're moving up ice into the neutral zone. To the outside, Nicholas defending. Cheno helping out on the back check, a little push off. Over to Nicholas. And Nicholas sends over to Cheno. Cheno tries the pass out front. That deflected off of a Roanoke player and bounced back to Cobb. Cobb looking up ice, trying to get it over to Fleur. Skipped ahead by Nicholas. Nicholas moving in. He's still got a chance. Shot, save made. And closed in on Riley. And a little pushing and shoving. 19's going to go to the box. Yep, offsetting Miners. A little pushing and shoving on both. So we'll stay 5-on-5 with 5:31 to go as Riley makes the score sheet. All right, so here comes Clark, Fleur, Dora, Nicholas, and Cobb out. Follow the bouncing puck. Roanoke takes it. Fleur got his stick caught up in the net. He's got to go back for that. Roanoke moving through traffic. A little lead behind there. Chipped wide by Cobb. Back behind the net. Nicholas is there. Slides it over to Cobb. Closing in on Cam. And Nicholas steps in. Puck skips over to Fleur. Back into traffic. Across the ice to Clark. And Clark gets it stripped. And another whistle sounds. Not sure what that one is for. Kind of equipment. No idea what that is. The rep trying to find a home for some piece of equipment. No clue what it is. Somebody's mouth guard, I think. Always awesome. Somebody's going to want that back. Touchdown Steelers, thank God. All right, and in hockey, 4:51 left. And it's a game. All right. Not a close one, by the way, but it is a game. Cobb hauled down. Puck bounces over to Dora. Hands it off to Fleur. Fleur looking across ice, finds Clark. Clark takes it onside, trying to slide it over to Fleur, but that's intercepted by Roanoke. And Roanoke gets it back. Stretch pass. It's going to kick all the way back up. Cobb is there, but Roanoke gets it back. Gets by everybody. Shot save made O'Connell. 4:15 to go. Levine, Konechka. Setzer or Clark, unclear which. Clark. Anderson and Hazard out. All right, back down low looking for Hazard. Up skips ahead, there's Konechka. Konechka surrounded by the entire Roanoke team. Up skips back this time to Hazard. Nope, back to Roanoke. Back into the neutral zone. Clark gets there. Clark hands it off to Konechka. Konechka on the inside. And a high fly ball to center field, knocked down by Anderson. But Roanoke able to get a look at it, send it in deep. Levine trying to get it out of the danger zone, but Roanoke able to get it back. Skipped over, finds Hazard. Hazard has Clark out ahead of him. Clark will have to slow up. Hazard's gonna look to the outside, centering pass. Works its way over to Anderson. And Anderson with another pass through the crease. Back over to Levine. Hazard heads off. Over to Clark. Clark to the point. And that skips past Anderson's reach. They're gonna have to go chase it down. There's no icing on that. 3:10 to go, and we're going for a line change. Here comes Bracy, Setzer. Anderson and Crane still out, and Roy. And Gracie to the outside. That shot deflected to the interior boards. Setzer not able to settle it down. Roanoke gets it back. And down low we go. Skips over to Carmack around the boards. Roanoke there, another whistle. Not sure who that one's on. But the good news is Cheno released from the send-in, along with his sparring partner. 2:35 to go. All right, Bracy, Setzer, Roy. Carmack, Crane with a little switcheroo on D. That'll confuse him. All right. Gracie hauled down at center ice. Roanoke gets the pass off, moving forward. Another shot, another save. O'Connell's been in fuego today, I'll say that. It's stellar. 2:22 to go. It's a dance party here in Roanoke. All right, Setzer trying to make it through. He'll kick it off to Bracy. Bracy holds up, looking for an outlet, trying to find Setzer. Almost got the 5-hole. He lost sight of it, but if we had any luck at all today, that would have gone in, but puck luck has not been on our side. And Roanoke still holding on to it. To the inside corner. There's Carson Crane trying to move it off to Setzer. Not able to get that pass off. Gets back to him. Under his feet. Roanoke gets it back. Crane got a tip on it, but Roanoke sends it back behind the net. Crane's there to grab it. Around the horn it goes. Skips up past Roy. Gracie trying for the steal. Pass off over to Roanoke. 1:23 remaining in this game. And where are we? Puck sailing around. I think everyone's pretty much quit at this point. Now over to Crane. He'll send it. Nope, that wasn't Crane. Sorry, that was Setzer. Setzer to Crane. Back to Roanoke. Roanoke moving it around in the neutral zone. 1 minute remaining in the period. Roanoke takes it back on side. No lob a shot in. Literally everybody is pretty much just trying to wait this one out. Lots of traffic in front of Finn, 41.5 to go. That's going to bring out Fleur, Fisher, Dora, Nicholas, and Cobb. Back to the Canes, dribbling through traffic. Dora skips it forward. Roanoke sends it into the neutral zone where Cam Cobb awaits. He'll send it over to Nicholas. Back to Cobb. Cobb's going to carry it onside. And that shot attempt held up by Roanoke. And Roanoke's going in for a breakaway. And they get it. Pretty much how this one's gone. So 12.2 seconds left before we put this one out of its misery. Cobb, Nicholas, Dura, Fleur, and Fisher. Well, seconds remaining. Puck dribbles back towards the Roanoke side. Puck bouncing around. Fisher down in the corner. He gets tripped up. 3 seconds remaining. And that'll do it. Of all the hockey games I've ever seen, this is one of them. That is that. All right, well, game 1 in Roanoke did not did not go well. We'll see what game 2 holds. For now, team dinner. And I'm going to go watch the end of the Steelers game. So thanks for joining us on Junior Cane Vision. We